So hey viewers, welcome to this video on Git and GitHub, where we are learning version controlling. Following the previous video, we have seen about the conflicts. What are they, how they occur, how to resolve them using Git bash in your local machine, right? So now we are stepping ahead in Git today. So in today's video, we'll see about conflicts, but today we'll see how to resolve them on GitHub. So when this can happen and all that stuff. So let's start today's video without wasting much time. So see, in the previous video we have seen then when conflicts occur. I mean, what are the reasons for conflict to occur? Now, generally it is not possible for the conflict to occur on the GitHub repository, meaning that there are very less chances for Git conflict to occur while let's say we make git push command or we use the git push command, because it will not allow you to make a push while there are changes of let's say there are chances of merge conflict, because you have to pull changes in your local machine and resolve the conflicts before you make a push. Let's say to demonstrate that, let's make a commit on GitHub. So first let's go for the GitHub, and now let's say we are on the main branch. So let me just make a change in this cache.txt file, and we do that by going for the file and we click on this pencil icon which says edit this file. On the third line, we write a line, let's say edited from GitHub. And now to make a commit, we just need to hit this green button which says commit changes. And now we can provide a commit message in the description, and we can there are two options while we want to make a commit. Let's say we want to directly put our commit on the main branch, and there is another way while let's say we want to create a new branch, then we make a let's say a commit there, and after that we make a pull request. So we don't generally do directly to the main branch, but just for the sake of example we are doing it. And let's say we make a commit, and the commit message should be let's say from GitHub. So updated cache.txt from the GitHub, and we make a commit, and now the latest commit was updated cache.txt from the GitHub. So that was the last commit on this main branch. And now let's say we open this cache.txt file in our local repository, and let's go for the main branch. So we are currently on the test branch, and let's say we want to go to the main branch, then we can write git checkout main, and let's say we hit git status command. So it says your branch is ahead of one commit by the from the origin main, and it is suggesting to use git push, and we are on the let's say this main branch. So now let's open cache.txt file, and let's write on the third line something from local, and now we hit this save this file, and now we just make a commit. So git status, so you can see that file is modified. We say git add, after that we make a commit from local, and now we try to git push. So it says fail to push to this origin, this URL, because updates were rejected because remote contains work that you do not have local. So you can see it is suggesting to use git pull before we make this git push. So you can see Git is not allowing us to merge our changes, and it is suggesting us to use the git pull. So it has detected that this file is having let's say this file is having some git conflict. And also one thing is that our local this branch that doesn't contain the commit that is there in the GitHub remote repository. So that's why it will not allow us to directly push our changes before we make a pull. So let's do that. Let's hit git pull, and you can see there is a conflict in this file and we are not yet merged. So we are in between the merge state. Let's open this file. Let's remove this. Let's remove this. Let's remove this. Let's save this file. Let's see the status. You can see this file is modified. It is perfectly fine. Now we can make a commit. Resolve conflict on cache.txt file. Now we hit the status. So you can see now we can use git push. So now git push. So you can see we have pushed our changes, and you can see now you can see that update on the GitHub also. So what are the chances then that we can see the conflict over here, not in our local git bash? So we want to demonstrate that. So although when we make a, let's say, a forced push, let's say we are not allowed to push before we make a pull from here as per this warnings. So we can also do the forced push. Some case, let's say we want to do a forced push. It is not, however, recommended, but let's say we are doing a forced push. Under that condition only, we can have conflicts on the GitHub. And another case is that, let's say we are making a pull request from one branch to another branch on the GitHub itself. So there are two branches, test and main. And let's say we make a pull request from one another branch. Let's say from the test to main or main to test. In that case, we can have these conflicts on GitHub only. So to demonstrate this, I'll make commit on main branch, let's say from my local repository. I'll make some, let's say, changes in cache.txt file. Then I'll make a changes on the same line on test, let's say, branch. And then we push all those changes onto, let's say, GitHub. And then after, we'll make a pull request. And let's see what happens, how it is, how it will look. So currently, I'm on main branch. Let's see what is the content of the cache.txt file. So you can see there are 4 lines. And now let's go for the test branch. So now let's see what is the content of cache.txt file. So you can see there is nothing. So on the 3rd line, I'm entering something from test branch. Let's save this file, and now let's hit the git status. So you can see this file is modified. Now we add that file to staging area. Now we make a commit, something from test branch, and now we hit again the git status. Now we are ready to push. So we are done with the local changes. All the changes that we have is here. Now let's go for the pull request. So you can see it is already suggesting that you can compare and pull. So we are doing the same only. So let's create a new pull request. And the meaning of pull request is that we want to merge, let's say, the changes that are there in one of the branches to our main branch or something another branch. So basically, we want to merge any 2 branches on the GitHub dashboard itself. So let's create a new pull request, and you can compare it from here. let's say what are the changes that we want to transfer to this base, what you can say, our branch. So this first tag will be the branch who will be receiving the merging the let's say commits, and from this branch we are merging all the changes to this branch. So we want to merge our changes from test to main. So here we'll select test, and as you can see, as we have selected test, it is saying cannot automatically merge, because obviously we have conflicts on this cache.txt file. So let's see how to resolve that. So before we create a pull request, it is already saying that cannot merge automatically. And you can see the message, don't worry, you can still create a pull request. So that's the fact. So let's create a pull request. Let's create a pull request. Let's hit create a pull request. Okay. And as you can see, this branch is under conflict and this file is the conflicting file. If there are more files, then all the files will be listed over here. And now you can see there is one pull request active, or you can say open, in our this test repository. See, and we can see that pull request open from here on also, and you can see it is opened by me. And now you can see there are several things that you can see from here. So there are 3 commits that we need to take care of before let's say merging. So let's just resolve the conflict. And as we have clicked on resolve the conflicts, you can see the same interface that we have seen while merging, while resolving the conflict on the local, that you can see. So we can directly do as we are used to do that. And now we can mark this file as resolved. And now we can hit commit merge. And as you can see, it is again checking for the mergeability. And you can see we can now merge the pull request. It is again the commit message and commit description. We put this as it is. And now let's say we confirm the merge. And the merge has been performed successfully. We can delete the branch by clicking this delete branch button, but we'll not do that. And now let's see, when we open this code section of the main branch, you can see the latest commit was this. And now if you open this cache.txt file, you can see something from test branch local and edited from the GitHub. All these 3 lines are here. And on the test branch, there is this cache.txt file, and you can see all the 3 lines are also here. So that's how you can resolve the conflict using GitHub, and hopefully you have got the idea about that. So now there are conflicts in either, let's say, in your local repository on your GitHub, you won't hesitate to, let's say, give a look. And yeah, that's it for today's video. Hopefully you have got the idea. So we'll meet in the next video. Till then, keep learning and keep exploring.